Well, my dress cost is now.
Yes, yes. Steve, nice article. Wow. They did an article for Goes and Beyond, the movie, music and African American history. Yeah, that's it.
Please remain standing for the flag salute and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
All right, I got kids.
Graduates, please be seated. Good morning, graduates, parents, family members, and our district guests. Superintendent Dr. Steve Forte, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Sandy Cullis, members of the Board of Education, President Mrs. Laura Wagner, Mr. James Kim, Mr. Don Cass, Mr. David Lohr, welcome to our 8th grade awards and commencement ceremony. I would like to begin by thanking some very important people. Thank you to our district central office, Dr. Forte, Dr. Cullis, Mrs. Gorowski, Mrs. Johnson, and Ms. Costanza for all of your hard work this year to ensure our year was as normal as possible. Thank you to the Board of Education for all of your support. Thank you to the staff at Valleyview for all of your hard work and dedication during this unique school year. Thank you to the Valleyview families for all of your patience and resilience throughout the year. Thank you to the Morris Knowles and their staff for accommodating and working with us for this special event. Thank you to the Denville Police Department and volunteer squad that are here today to assist with the ceremony. Finally, thank you graduates for all of your hard work and flexibility during this year and over the last 15 months. Graduates, your time at Valleyview began 3 years ago as a group of students that were unsure of what to expect academically, socially, and emotionally. Each and every one of you in this class has brought something different to Valleyview. The last 15 months, especially, have brought new challenges that none of us could have expected. You learned virtually, as well as in person behind a sneeze guard, and bravely met all of these challenges head on. Your determination and flexibility, along with resilience during this unique school year, has not gone unnoticed by your teachers and families. Thank you for representing Valleyview to the best of your abilities. 8th graders, we are still living through uncertain times. As you head into high school, you will continue to learn many lessons on your own and be lifelong learners. 8th graders, think about the following as you move into the next phase of your lives. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Take risks and try new things. Ask questions. as you will be put in many new situations, so be sure you are always making sound decisions. Be kind. Be kind to each other so people remember you in a positive light. As Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Get to know your teachers. Talk to them because you want to, not because you have to. You may also need them to assist you with a problem or situation. Trust and believe in yourself. Trust your instincts. Believe that you will do great things because everyone here already does. To the parents and families and friends of our 8th graders, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude for all of us here at Valleyview. We appreciate your continued support, not only during these last 15 months, but for the last 3 years, your student has been at Valleyview. It is an honor for me to stand here as the principal and witness all of their growth and achievements. Congratulations, graduates. We will begin today's ceremony by recognizing our 8th grade award winners. These awards were voted on by the entire Valleyview staff and recognize the great achievements of our students. Once an award winner is called, that student will stand at their seat to be recognized. It is my pleasure to introduce Vice Principal Mr. John Englishman and Miss Marla Jaffe. Valleyview would like to take this opportunity to thank the many generous community organizations and families that have continually supported our students. The following awards are presented on their behalf. On behalf of the Denville Education Association, we would like to congratulate our valedictorian, Grace Fort, and our salutatorian, Caitlin Ferrand, for their outstanding academic achievements.
Each year, the Denville Kiwanis Club recognizes an outstanding geometry student. This year, this prestigious award goes to Cole Dionysu.
The American Legion Award, sponsored by Legion Post 390, is awarded to 2 students each year. They should represent honor, courage, scholarship, leadership, and service. This year's recipients are Ashlyn Albro and Patrick LaFave.
The McCarter Physical Education Award is named after Bruce and Hilda McCarter, who were prominent community service and sports-minded Denville citizens. This year, these awards go to Brent Burchin and Ali Frio.
The Ettore Menaverino Award for Citizenship, sponsored by the Denville Police Athletic League, is named for the late Denville postmaster. He was a dedicated Rotary member and civic-minded leader. This year's recipient is Vanessa Russo.
The Denville Rotary Award is presented to the 8th grade National Geography Bee winner each year. The Rotary is committed not only to community-based service projects, but to global humanitarian challenges as well. Tan May Knight is the Denville Rotary Award winner this year.
The Knights of Columbus Award is given to a student who excels in language arts. This year, the award goes to Brianna Mastinduno.
The Fred Ladotti Memorial Award for Integrity was established by his family in his memory. Fred was a beloved teacher and Denville resident. This award goes to a student who exemplifies humor, compassion, and enthusiasm. This year, Caitlin Ferrand has been chosen to receive this award.
William F. Barnish was a former Board of Education member. His daughter, Susan Banks, established this award for a student who has shown outstanding effort and determination throughout their 3 years at Valleyview. This year, Emily Brohan is the recipient.
Each year, the GFWC Women's Club of Denville and Rockaway chooses a young woman to receive this award for outstanding effort. Danae Jones has been chosen as the recipient this year.
The Detective Sergeant Noel Hall Memorial Award is sponsored by former teachers, Mrs. Lori Klink and Mrs. Brittany Klink. D.S. Hall was the first female law enforcement officer to achieve a conviction for human trafficking in the state of New Jersey. The individual receiving this award is an upstander and advocate for their fellow students. The student chosen for this award is Macy Hyatt.
The Betty Engelhart Memorial Award is given in her memory to a student who has shown good citizenship, worked hard, put forth diligent effort, and has shown tremendous growth. This family-sponsored award goes to Michael Rodriguez. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Aileen Muzinski and Mrs. Morgan Lash to present the next awards.
The A.R. Spinola Humanitarian Award is given in memory of Angela Spinola, who served the Denville School children for 39 years. 29 as Denville School's superintendent. He lived his 94 years spreading kindness, compassion, respect, helpfulness, and genuine goodness. He personified the essence of a humanitarian. This year's recipient is Juliana Verticchio.
The Morris County Superintendent's Award is presented annually to a graduating middle school student whose actions and deeds represent a model of citizenship and leadership in their school community. This student should have a positive impact on the school environment and serve as a role model for others. This year, Ashlyn Albro receives the Superintendent's Award.
The VFW Science Award, sponsored by Denville Post 2519, is awarded to a Valleyview student who has exhibited a strong interest in the sciences. Grace Ort is the VFW Science Award recipient this year.
This year, the Denville Pride Council has accepted 2 Valleyview applicants for its Junior Volunteer of the Year Award. The mission of this organization is to initiate ideas to improve Denville through community service and volunteering. And those 2 are Allison Frio and Theodore Fougere.
The Foundation of Denville Award goes to a student who continually puts forth effort in all areas, which is evident in the quality of their work. They exhibit a well-roundedness and overall value for education. Congratulations, Brooke Marino, for being this year's recipient.
The Julia Meyerowitz Memorial Award is funded by the Foundation of Denville. It is presented to a student who participates in the performing arts, which includes band, chorus, and drama. The award this year is presented to Sarah Tavares.
The Performing Arts Booster Club Award, sponsored by the Valleyview PABC, is given to a student who has participated in various performing arts. Congratulations, Zachary Joyle, for being this year's recipient.
The Denville Sunrise Rotary Club honors a Valleyview student each quarter throughout the year. This year, the club was able to honor 2 students at their breakfast meeting. These students were recognized for their service above self. They are Theodore Fougere and Devin Gaglione.
The following awards are presented through the generosity of the Valleyview PTA. This year, our music awards go to Natalie Cook and Macy Hyatt.
Our Valleyview History Awards are going to Rihanna Syed and Lucy Benning.
The Physical Education Awards go to Ben Nugent and William Woods.
The French Award recipients are Theodore Fougere and Morgan Miller.
The Valleyview English Awards go to Connor Campbell and Stacy Huter.
The Health Awards this year go to Michael Bukowski and Shannon Crystal.
The Valleyview Life Skills Awards go to Peter Heritos and Olivia Lowell.
And our STEM Awards go to Caitlin Forand and Tyler Wilcox. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Brianna Ketch and Mr. Robert King for the next set of awards.
Our award for concert band goes to Ashlyn Alvaro. The award for jazz band goes to Patrick Lefebvre.
The Computers Award goes to Eric Ferreira and Jillian Ippolito.
The Valleyview Mathematics Award goes to Brooke Marino and Samantha Mundy.
The Fine Arts Award recipients are Inverly Guzman and Shelby Swain.
Our Writing Awards go to Alina Saim and Josephine Vitale.
The Valleyview Spanish Awards are presented to Grace Ort and Trisha Patel.
The awards for outstanding effort go to Madeline Pullman and Giada Wilson.
The Gene Crothers Community Service Awards go to Timothy Sue and Romy Kalubi.
The Joseph E. Iswako Science Award is presented to Michael Fraps and Danae Jones.
The Joseph F. Novak Technology Award is presented to Joseph Cuff.
The Fred Ladowdy Award goes to Christopher Kaiser and Madison Reidner.
The George Deemer Advisory Award goes to Colleen McGavin. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Forte.
Wow, it's great to see everybody, and I mean that, to see everybody, to actually see everybody's faces. It feels great. I'm so happy that we're all able to get together today on this nice day. It's a little hot, but it's still pretty nice. The biggest thing here is our community pulled together, and I think we did a terrific job of getting every kid in school every day. That was our plan from the beginning, every kid every day. And you know what? Our students and our faculty just made it work. I kept saying that to people, they're making it work. I see our band over here. I spoke to our band director. They were outside practicing in the winter, basically, because we wouldn't allow them to practice their wind instruments indoors. And they made it work. Everybody made it work here. Our students, our staff, the public here, you don't have the opportunity to see what I witnessed when I walked around and saw everybody making it work, and they really did. And I'm so proud to be part of this community and to see these great kids going on to the middle school. To the high school. We expect a lot from you. We know that next year is going to be great for you. Thank you, and have a great summer.
It is my pleasure to introduce this year's salutatorian, Caitlin Ferret.
morning and welcome everyone. I'm Caitlin Ferrand and it is a great privilege to be giving this speech on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. I would first like to thank Dr. Forte, Dr. Cullis, Mr. Corman, Mr. Englishman, the Board of Education, the district staff, and all of the parents who have come together to make our middle school experience special. We all know this past year has not been ideal with the many restrictions and changes we have had to overcome. And unfortunately, many things, including the traditional DC trip, have been canceled. But it's okay, because we had bagels to celebrate instead. None of us knew what to expect when we first entered middle school. But over the course of 3 years, each and every one of us has developed and grown into the best forms of ourselves. When we look back and see how far we have come, we realize all that we have acquired along the way. Just as Tex from the movie Cars states, there's a whole lot more to racing than just winning, meaning that the past 3 years at Valleyview have provided us with much more than just the diplomas we are receiving today. During this time, we have grown from each other, made memories and friends, shared many laughs, and most importantly, gained valuable life skills. We learned how to manage time between academics and activities outside of school. We learned how to prioritize and focus on things that weren't always necessarily grades. Really, the most valuable lessons we have learned come from within our memories. Leading up to this ceremony, from the very first day of 6th grade, we were really just discovering our capabilities, the ones we will now take with us much further in life. Our journey, or our race, has guided us not only as individuals, but as a whole. And here we are today at the finish line. It is hard to believe that 3 years ago, I first walked through the doors of Valleyview Middle School. And now, with many assignments and checks on Genesis later, we will be moving on to the next chapter of our lives. The halls and classrooms that were once unrecognizable and had little value to any of us are now the places I will miss the most. As I reminisce on the past, I realize that it's not the large events like field trips that I remember, but better yet, the small moments that made my time in middle school meaningful. Like the time spent in the hallway working on a group project with friends, or the bus rides to and from school soccer games. Even though things changed this year with the pandemic, I'm beyond grateful that there were still small moments like these that made 8th grade enjoyable. Now, I could continue to stand here and discuss all the unforgettable memories, but it is important that I acknowledge both my amazing teachers and peers. I appreciate all you have done in getting me to this point and your continuous assistance within the classroom. And to my classmates, thank you for growing and learning alongside me. From when we first got our schedules and our locks to our time now as we graduate. I most certainly never thought I would be reading this today, but I know I wouldn't be if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you. So I want to say a big congratulations and good luck to the class of 2021. We made it.
It is my pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Grace Orr.
Good morning to Dr. Forte, Dr. Cullis, the Board of Education, Mr. Corman, Mr. Englishman, teachers, parents, family, friends, and all others who have gathered here today to watch our class of 2021 graduate. I think I can safely say that this school year has been one of the most challenging and unique experiences that we have ever seen. We have collectively navigated our way through completely new ways of learning, often stumbling upon problems and obstacles that I'm sure we never dreamed of. We have had to adapt to new circumstances time and time again, as well as miss out on many of the usual things that make 8th grade special. But I'm not here to talk about that, about the things that happened this year. It was discouraging and trying at times, but we made it through. Now it's time to turn towards the rich future that awaits each and every one of us. I think one of the most special things about going into high school is the abundance of opportunities and possibilities. Over the next 4 years, we will all grow into the best versions of ourselves. We will discover what fields and careers interest us the most. We will make new friends, meet new people, and gain memories that will last for the rest of our lives. As we gather here today, I'm realizing that it may not sound realistic to think of high school as a place of boundless optimism and satisfaction. We've all heard about the stress and pressure that comes with this landmark in life. I imagine that many of us must be scared to step into a world of unknowns and new experiences. If I'm being honest, so am I. I've always viewed high school as a place far in the future, somewhere that I will one day be, but I never actually considered that I would have to make that leap so soon. This sense of fear does nothing but get in the way of enjoying and making the most of your high school years. It is inevitable that we will all face some sort of challenge over our time in high school, whether that be worrying about grades, trying out for a place on a team, even trying to find your inner self, or whatever the case may be. Instead of spending your time worrying about the problems that we could face in high school, try to be optimistic. Challenges are just things that make us stronger. As long as we have courage and faith in ourselves and our abilities, I'm confident that we will all be able to face any adversity that we come across. Perseverance is a valuable trait. It is the ability to continue your effort to achieve something, despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. I encourage all graduates to understand the value of perseverance and learn how to use it in the future. We can find examples of this in the ways that we've persevered over the past year. Throughout this pandemic, we've all had to face difficult challenges and changes in our lives. It may have seemed daunting and scary, but looking back on those challenges now, we should all be proud of what we've accomplished, despite the obstacles that were thrown at us. When this pandemic started, we were all in 7th grade, completely clueless as to what the months ahead would bring. Now, we're graduating middle school with countless achievements under our belt. Despite everything, we've still made it. This just goes to show that we are all capable of persevering through tough times. In the future, when we find ourselves worried about a drawback, perhaps doubting our strength, we should all remember that we faced a global pandemic when we were little more than children. Nothing that is ever worth having comes easily. However, we all hold so much courage and bravery within us. We can face anything, and I mean anything that dares to stop us when chasing our dreams. It makes me excited to think about just how much potential our graduating class holds. Within us is the next generation of leaders, professionals, and advocates. I believe that we all hold the power to change the world and make it better for ourselves and future generations. We all have the ability to grow and flourish throughout high school and whatever lies beyond. Nothing is stopping us. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That's the message I leave you with today. Believe in your dreams, believe in yourself and your potential, believe in your inner strength. I know that we can do it. Thank you and congratulations to the Valleyview class of 2021.
Would the graduates please stand? It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Andrieza and Ms. Casper.
Zachary Barden.
Jason Allen.
Nicholas Benish.
Michael Bukuski.
William Champlion.
Olivia Kapala.
Jolie Condon.
Krishna Chidwar.
Joseph Cuff.
Cole Dionisio.
Caitlin Ferrand.
Michael Frost.
Devin Gaglione.
Theodore Fougere.
Catherine Godino.
Anthony Galindo.
Peter Herreros.
Ashley Johnson.
Timothy Sue.
Brooke Marino.
Sydney Hu.
Samantha Mundy.
Stacy Huter.
Daniel Palm.
Jillian Ippolito.
Ryan Perno.
Zachary Joyal.
Lauren Petruselli.
Maisie Jules.
Rhiannon Poe.
Jillian McEntee.
Olivia Preston.
Trey Odell.
Michaela Trainer.
Lillian Paconi.
Rohit Venkateshwaran.
Alicia Ramos.
Josephine Vitale.
Shelby Swang.
Addison Walker. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Musinski and Mr. Laloya.
Connor Campbell.
Tommy Allen.
Shannon Crystal.
Casey Boyle.
Luca Doroshuk.
James Caproni.
Eric Ferreira.
Gianna Cardona.
Gia Gupta.
Manuel Castro Chavez.
Luke Lasky.
Matthew DeVera.
Danielle McGrath.
Derek Dubiel.
Maya Meehan.
Julia Fortems.
Grace Ort.
Inverly Guzman.
Elena Ramos.
Hunter Hall.
Madison Reidner.
Kyle Horkey.
Gabriella Rowley.
Jake McLeod.
Arian Shah.
Preston Mercado.
Andrew Shapiro.
Bin Nugent.
Ava Shimon.
Ethan Perry.
Nicholas Van Deen.
Loden Sherpa. It's my pleasure to announce Mrs. Vargas and Mr. Hunt.
Ashlyn Albro.
Rachel Bastos.
Xavier Desai.
William Bednarz.
Adam L. Hagar.
Brent Burchin.
Allison Frio.
Rohan Desai.
Macy Hyatt.
Danae Jones.
Julia Ippolito.
Brooke Kopek.
Abigail Shue.
Ruben Lorenzo.
Romy Kalupi.
Colleen McGavin.
Brian Lucas.
Joshua Nunez.
Morgan Miller.
David Oliveira.
Tanmay Knight.
Vanessa Russo.
Emily Odell.
Ryan St. Jean.
Trisha Patel.
Grace Siaka.
Alina Sayin.
Waverly Suggs Barnes.
Justin Tabs.
Rihanna Syed.
Maya Tajideen.
Lucy Venning.
Sarah Tavares.
Juliana Verdicchio.
Aaron Tong.
Bennett Zollers. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Chiquino and Mrs. Northrup.
Robert Brickner.
Abigail Byrne.
Natalie Cook.
Georgia Collins.
Arthur De Silva.
Jaden Koger.
Dylan Fitzsimmons.
Jonah Krulik.
Keith Fitzsimmons.
Ryan LaFleche.
Michael Harrison.
Nicholas Marconi.
Christopher Kaiser.
George Muscovy.
Merrick Kozik.
Isabella Popolo.
Anthony Kraus.
Michael Rodriguez.
Patrick Lefebvre.
Vincent Rodriguez.
Paul Lublin.
Nicholas Vanetta.
Abigail Mackey.
Julian Vogel.
Liam Northrup.
Tyler Wilcox.
Jeanette Young.
Patrick Yu. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Ketch and Ms. Stiles to introduce the next set of graduates.
Emily Brohan.
Justin Boisel.
Zachary Court.
Emma Kaufman.
Anthony De Los Santos.
Jordan Diaz.
Helen Heritos.
Christopher DiGirolamo.
Emily Holner.
Liam Donahue.
Terry Ivanchis.
Aiden Eskew.
Brendan Kim.
Michael Garzinski.
Matthew Lamb.
Simone Gesualdo.
Thomas Laplaca.
Maddie Green.
Caitlin Marr.
Aiden Haas.
Sierra Mascola.
Mitchell Jansarak.
George Sullivan.
Olivia Lau.
Amy Underwood.
Honora Mankar.
Sarah Valdez.
Brooke Marisset.
Asher Valencic.
Brianna Mastanduno.
Natalie Villalobos.
Madeline Holman.
William Woods.
Michelle Risco. Nate Stagen. Brianna Tejeda. Maria Tecatella. Giada Wilson. That concludes our presentation of diplomas. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Corman back to the podium.
Graduates, when you're curious, you find lots of interesting things to do, and one thing it takes to accomplish something is courage. Walt Disney. Continue to be curious and courageous. This will help you to accomplish great things. Make sure to keep us updated on all of your accomplishments. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best. It is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2021.